Hey, this is Edwin Dearborn, another edition of Growth Driven. I want to talk to you and in this podcast and video about building brand authority. What is it and what can we do to positively build the authority in the eyes of our partners and our relationships, and more importantly, our customers? And my intro's not working. Okay, well, it's working, my intro, but it's a little laggy. Okay, well, that's technology for you. On to the rest of the show here. So, how to build brand authority. This is going to be more specific to people that don't have a lot of resources and are just starting out, particularly startups, real estate agents, people that I work with, doctors. They don't have a huge budget, but they've got to stand out somehow and start earning the respect of people. And what brand authority really is, and I want to share a great article that I think really encapsulates it, is let me see here. There we go. Share right there. Is this article from Forbes magazine. And I'm going to read for those who are listening to this as a podcast. So when we have brand authority, what we're saying is people actually have trust in you. That's what we're saying. So if you take a look at this article right here, which I'll put in the link below, it really says is it's not a status that you confer on yourself. Rather, it's a reputation and an element of trust that others must assign you. Okay, so get that. Brand authority isn't something that you go out and say, I'm an authority. And then everybody goes, oh, okay, I believe you. People are skeptical. You and I know that. You're skeptical. We're all skeptical when somebody says they're an authority. So, how do you do that? Well, we know that the value of brand authority is incredible because what we're saying is you've got a great reputation and people trust you and they want to do business with you. That's really what we mean by brand authority. So, step number one from this article in Forbes, define your niche. Okay, one of the first steps in any marketing strategy is who do we want to influence? Who do we want to reach? Are we, like with the bookkeeping firm that I work with, we want to reach business owners that are fairly sizable where they're willing to outsource their bookkeeping. They don't need their wife to do it anymore. They're big enough now where they can actually afford hiring a bookkeeper to do their books for them. So we go, okay, well, is it just business owners? No, they got to be a certain size. And we have found that certain businesses are better than others. We like going after marketing companies, coaches, doctors, dentists, and veterinarians. So we go, great. Of that, particular audience, they got to be a certain size. They have to have a certain amount of revenue where it makes sense to have a bookkeeper, and we can identify the niche. Great. We've identified the niche. Well, now we got to start reaching out to them. We can do that with paid ads. We can do that with social media. We can do that with LinkedIn invitations. We can do that with direct mail. Lots of ways that we can define and reach out to that niche. Okay, so now we're starting to connect with those people or advertise to those people. What's going to be our next step? And that's creating content, high quality content, content that engages your audience's curiosity, intellect, and heart. If we can't stir something in them intellectually, emotionally, cognitively, where they, want to comment, they want to react, they want to opt in to whatever we're offering, we've got to create content that engages their heart, mind, and soul. And that type of content has to be created not only with creativity, but it has to be very intellectual, meaning you've got to think about, okay, what is going to make my audience go, ooh, and ah, and wow, and I need that. And they really know what they're doing. Content is what builds authority. If you're following somebody, whether it be Grant Cardone or Gary Vaynerchuk or a favorite artist of yours, they won you over time. You watched them on YouTube. You read their blog posts. Maybe you started reading their books. Maybe you went to one of their introductory workshops a long time ago. And you kept following them, consuming their content. And you went, that Grant Cardone, that Gary Vaynerchuk guy, that Elon Musk, that Joe Rogan, I like his stuff. So guess what? I'm going to continue to follow him. Now I'm going to buy his books. Now I'm going to buy their training. Now I'm going to see that the content is where the whole trust building begins. So if you're not putting out content, you're going to have a hard time standing amongst the crowd and brand building. And then number 3, commit to being an active social contributor. And this has many layers. Are you posting all the time? There's various software that can help you do that. There's using virtual assistants that can help you do that. There's a lot of technology that can help you posting content. You can get creative people to create content for you, like memes and positive quotes and edited editions of your podcasts and videos. You need to create that constant presence on social media. It could just be you grabbing your cell phone and doing a TikTok video once a day or an Instagram live every day. This is vital that you're not only creating content, but you're posting it on social media, you're putting it on paid ads, and you're engaging with your engagers. Meaning when people leave comments, respond back. That builds trust. That builds a sense of relationship. And even if people don't comment, they will see other people comment and see you responding to those comments, and that builds trust. It's not just Edwin Dearborn's putting out content. Edwin Dearborn is engaging with the engagers. These 3 simple activities, defining your niche, really narrowing that down, creating content that will engage them, whether that be a podcast, a video, whatever it is. And then 3, being active and engaging on social. If you do these 3 things, you will be building your authority as a brand. This has been another edition of Growth Driven. Thank you so much for joining in. Bye-bye.